is crazy. And I think if the Iraqi government was to, work more towards that, I think what they've tried to do is charge some visas for certain countries.
Yeah.
I don't think that's the right approach. Or if you're going to charge something minimal, and they're the other Zuwar of Imam Hussein.
Yeah.
But the more you ease their access coming to the country, the more people will come, and naturally, the more they feed the economy. So the blessings of Imam Hussein is in this dunya and the akhirah for individuals and for nations. So I think that's what the Iraqi government needs to work on a bit more. Yes, more with the relations of the neighbors. Maybe not so much Syria, because the leader was killing our Shia from not long ago. But let's not get into the politics of things. I think, if we just work on our relationships with our neighbors, I think we will be more welcoming to a lot more Zuwar. Not saying they're not at the moment. I think they definitely are very welcoming. But I think we can build the Iraqi economy a lot more and, make the processes easier.
Let's go to our correspondent, Sayyid Muhsin Shah, from the holy city of Najaf. Sayyid Muhsin, over to you.
Subhanallah.
Can you guys hear me loud and clear?
I can hear you in my earpiece, but probably Hussein Sukhni can't hear you. We're waiting for the speaker to go up.
It's really, really hot. But behind me is the shrine of Amir al-Mu'mineen. You can see some of the Zawar entering and exiting the shrine. MashaAllah, this Arbaeen has been very, very promising. There's people coming from all over the world. For those of you who have electronic visas, please be patient. It took me 4 hours to get through immigration because there was
We were just speaking about borders.
with visas. Sorry?
We were just speaking about borders and if there was issues with the borders.
Yeah, it's crazy. There's like limited amount of people that are working, and then you've got all of the Zawar that are coming. I was in a group where there was about 400 or 500 of us. So imagine processing 400 or 500 visas with 4 kiosks. So it's really, really difficult. Please be patient. 3-4 hours it will take you. Be patient, you will get through. But right now we're at the shrine of Amir al-Mu'mineen. You can see the Zawar there entering Al-Qibla gate, Bab al-Qibla of Najaf. It seems as the logistics are very, very good here. They asked me to move now, so I'm going to move. He's telling me to go now. He's live on Imam TV. But you can see here the hundreds and all the Zawar coming, majority from Muslim backgrounds such as Iran, Bahrain. I met some brothers from Yemen in the hotel. It is a shrine of Amir al-Mu'mineen. There are hundreds, thousands, millions who will be coming, inshallah, very, very soon. And like I said, logistically speaking, there's a lot of space. No one's getting crushed. There's one-way systems been put in place. So it seems here in Najaf right now, everyone is very, very calm. Everyone is safe. There's no crowd crushing or anything like that. One-way systems like this have been put through. So everyone's going in one direction to help with logistics and so forth. And inshallah, we pray everyone stay safe this Arbaeen, and also that the Ziyarat of Arbaeen is accepted, inshallah.
Sayyid Muhsin, since you've been to Arbaeen so many times, how are you seeing this Arbaeen in terms of numbers being different to previous years? Are you expecting the record-breaking year this year? Because we saw that a few years ago it was at around 23-24 million it reached, and then last year maybe it went down to about 21 million. What are you expecting this year?
I'm not sure. I haven't got an idea, because we understand that traveling may be difficult. There may be some airspaces that will be suspended, so we're not sure exactly can people make it to the holy city. I'm expecting it to be similar to last year, inshallah, 20 million, 22 million, something like that. Hopefully more. We've seen it. We've seen when there be more people coming. We've seen it hit 30 million also. So I can't tell right now, but considering how we're a week away from Arbaeen, and this is Najaf, it seems like it's going to get a lot busier, and it looks like we're going to be hitting some high figures.
And Sayyid Muhsin, when are you planning to start your walk?
Inshallah, tonight I will be going towards Imam Hussein TV's Mokib, which is pole 1114. If you guys are planning to come do the Mashaya, please come visit us, see us. We'll show you around. We do have a little bit of hospitality we can give to you as well. And also we can show you the work that gets done behind, inshallah. So inshallah, you guys can get involved. You guys can be a part of this. And you guys can help Imam Hussein TV, help you guys as well, do some khidmah.
Yeah, and there was just a desire there, eager to get on camera with you. Sayyid Mohsin, in terms of the hospitality that you're seeing in Iraq, if you can summarize that for us in a few words, what would you say?
The hospitality in Iraq is like no other. Brothers and sisters, if you come to Iraq, you will be taken care of. All of your needs will be met. You will get whatever you need. You need to have a shower, you need to have your clothes washed, you need toothpaste, you need shampoo, you need food, you need drink, you need a place to stay, a place to rest, a place to sleep. Wherever you go, you will be taken care of here in the holy city, here on the Mashaya, here in Iraq. Whether you're coming from Basra, you're coming from Baghdad, you're coming from Najaf, it doesn't matter. The Iraqis have taken that promise that they made with Abu Abdullah Hussein, that look after my Zawad, give him a place to stay, give him a place to eat. They have taken that to the whole country. I was watching on it was on social media. One guy actually lifted up a Zawar and took him to his mokib to feed him. So it's absolutely phenomenal. The hospitality is like no other. There is going to be so much food available, rice, meat, vegetables, water. The amount of water that's going to be required this month, considering that it's hot, temperatures are going to reach around 45, 50 degrees maybe. So if you think about just the water alone, millions.
Serving, give us a bit more of an update on that.
Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, last night was the first night that they were serving. And I'm going to be leaving Najaf as soon after Maghrib. So as soon as the sun is down, it's a bit cooler, I'll be leaving Najaf, going towards the Mokib, inshallah, so that I can help and I can serve also. So yeah, we are up and running. We are serving, and inshallah, for those who want to get more involved, they can visit imamhusseincharity.com and see how they can get involved in supporting the Mokib. For those of you who are coming to the Holy City, those of you who are coming to do the Mashaya, please come visit us, pole 1114. We are up, we're running, we're functional. You can see the work that we're doing, and inshallah be a part of this magnificent miracle which is the Arbaeen experience.
Sayyid Mohsin Shah from the holy city of Najaf, thank you very much. We will follow up with you over the coming nights and days to get a few more updates. Thank you.
See, it's
Brilliant.
It's brilliant. He mentioned exactly what we were talking about, the 4 kiosks, thousands of zawar.
Yeah.
So again, if the country does develop itself in those sides, it'll be a lot better. And just another point on that, just a bit of some sad news that we received today, again, comes back to this, khadamat from the country. A very good friend of ours, Hamid Yazdan Parast, who works at the channel, who serves at the house of Sayyid Sadiq, he unfortunately passed away today while serving and preparing the Mawqif of Arbaeen.
Which Hamid Yazdan?
Hamid Yazdan Parast. His brother is at the channel, his brother. His cousins of Ali Fadl and Hamid Yazdan.
Really?
Yeah, this morning he passed away. I just received the news that he died because of electrical failure at the mawqif that he was preparing. And that was very sad news I received, Khadim al-Hussein. And again, it's hani'an lahu, I'll say, it's an honor to die in the service of Imam Hussein and in such a holy place at a holy time. But these things can be avoided, if the country, if people around took more care when it comes to these very dangerous things. Electricity is not a joke. They start fires. My neighbor in Karbala got electrocuted and he passed away. But these are things that can be avoided. So
yeah, I remember.
May Allah bless his soul, Khadim al-Hussein.
Yeah.
So we can ask all the viewers please to recite Surah Al-Fatiha for him and all the Khiddam al-Hussein and all your marhumin, inshaAllah. And pray that, our service can continue until our last breath, and we lose our lives in the service of Imam Hussein.
Yeah, I remember, I think 7 years ago, we were at the Imam Hussein TV, pole 1114, and the Mawqif next door actually had someone get electrocuted and pass away. Yeah, the electricity situation is not stable in Iraq right now. But inshallah. Now we're going to go for a short break, brothers and sisters, and after that, be back with you to give you more updates on the Arbaeen Mashaya. Stay with us and don't go anywhere.
My Hussein, how I wish to walk into your holy shrine, to stand by your gate, to give my labbaik. The pain of separation, it only gets worse with time. Tell me, my master, this year will I breathe the air of the island that has made me be Hussein, made me be Hussein.
Karbala, as I step onto your sands, you capture my eyes. Karbala, I see heaven has been placed here beneath your skies. Karbala, I feel the darkness of grief within me arise. Karbala, I feel my heart heavy with my wails and cries. Karbala, and finally opposite me, your pure shrine lies. All my life I've lived, now I meet with my demise. Karbala, I shed my tears wondering what I have been. I come to you dressed in all my lies and sin. I can't bear, oh forgiver. Now I'm here in Karbala, Karbala, Karbala. Karbala, why do you hold such memories? Ashura, always full of mysteries. Ashura, always full of mysteries. Karbala, why do you hold such memories? Ashura,
Welcome back, dear brothers and sisters, to the live Arbaeen Correspondent. I'm your host, Minhal Al-Khafaji. And do you know what? This news about a shaheed, anyone who dies in the service of Imam Hussein alayhi salam is considered a shaheed. Hamid Yazdan, I think it's brought us back to reality. And it always brings us back to reality. But I think the question is, a lot of people still do the khidmah despite knowing the risks. I mean, the mawqif that I was speaking about 7 years ago, the guy's brother got up and done the electrics after the guy had passed away, his brother had passed away. Now, why do people continue to do it despite knowing the risks? Yeah.
I don't remember a few years back.
Yeah.
While he's on the minbar,
His brother.
he received word that his brother had, in fact, same situation, electric faults, had passed away, but Sheikh Zaman stayed on the minbar, continued the musibah of Imam Hussein alayhi salam. Abu Abdullah comes before family, comes before friends. And it's something, you know, in your aqeedah, in your love for the Mawla Abu Abdullah al-Hussein. I'm not going to cry for my brother when I'm now commemorating the musibah of Imam al-Hussein alayhi salam. You know, musibatan ma a'zamaha wa a'zama raziyataha bil Islam. It's the greatest calamity. Nothing compares to it. No issue in the world, no situation in the world compares to the musibah of Abu Abdullah al-Hussein. You think I'm going to come cry for my brother? And I'm saying this based on what I've seen. I know for me it's just words at the moment because I haven't had that trial, I haven't had that test, and I don't know how I would react if I got that test. But honestly, this news that we received is very upsetting. And every year we receive these news. Every year we receive either someone has passed away or someone has fallen incredibly sick, and someone has, you know, come to the edge of passing away, you know, and it is really sad news. And they all come back and continue to serve Imam al-Hussein alayhi salam, and they continue immediately. They don't wait 3 days, they don't wait a week, they don't wait 40 days or a year. No, they serve Imam al-Hussein instantly, and they continue their service.
Do you think seeing death around you, especially those close to you, allows you to maybe a bit, in a very minute way, put into context the musibah of Imam al-Hussein alayhi salam, which sort of allows you to you know, shed more tears easily?
I think we can use some lines from the poets who have been writing since Karbala, and they say lines that will put it into perspective for you. When someone passes away and they shroud them in their kafan and they do their ghusl and they bury them, the poet says, بس حسين ما حد غسله وشاله. That's how we remember Abu Abdullah al-Hussein. Only Abu Abdullah al-Hussein, no one washed his body and lifted him off the ground. So no issue or no way that someone passes away can compare to Abu Abdullah al-Hussein. But we can use that means to remember that Abu Abdullah died thirsty. Ruhi lahu al-fida. Abu Abdullah died on the plains of Karbala without someone washing his body, without someone doing his ghusl. And it's that remembrance. It's that remembrance of, you know, people dying in the service of Imam al-Hussein. But how did Imam al-Hussein die? How was he killed? How were his family taken captives? Always go back to remembering the musibah of Imam Hussein alayhi salam.
We're just going to hold that thought for a second. We have our correspondent, Mushtaba Ali, from poll 300. Connection issues. Fine. We'll wait for the connection issues to be resolved. But Hussein, I wanted to sort of ask you, in your view, you know, what responsibilities do you think authorities, number one, but organizers, number two, have when it comes to not only keeping the Zuwar safe, because we know that's a big responsibility, but keeping those who are doing khidmah safe?
So in a normal world, in an ideal world, I'd say training. You know, do training courses for the Khaddam. First aid training, fire safety training, electrical wiring training, because they're all going to do it anyway. That's an ideal world. But because the grids and the systems are so terrible there, no amount of training can be translated onto the ground in that country, into Iraq. And again, I don't say the problem, but I'll say it. The problem is when there is an issue, any of the Khaddam will step up to try to fix that issue. There are specialists there who deal with electricity, who deal with these things. But if I was to see, for example, the fuse box has burnt out, I'm not going to wait 6 hours for us to get electrician or find electrician from the nearby mokib. I'm going to get up and do that. I think that's where the issue is, and the Khaddam really need to be careful, because yes, it's a blessing and it's an honor to die in the way of Imam Hussein alayhi salam and in the service of Imam Hussein, but it breaks our hearts. We are losing a jam, we are losing a khadim, we are losing someone we look up to and serve with. So to allow us to continue the service and to allow the service to continue, I just ask and beg the Khaddam, you know, please just be careful when operating certain things, when dealing with the gas canisters, when dealing with the amount of gas explosions that have happened, the amount of fires that has started, the amount of hotels that have been set on fire because of these issues. So I just ask the Khaddam just to be careful. Don't take shortcuts. You know, the extra 10 minutes to fix the situation correctly will save the lives of not only yourself, your Khaddam, but also the Zuwar of Imam Hussein alayhi salam. And then the day, they are amana in our hands.
And for you, I think, you know, you said this, بأبي أنت وأمي, and you know, it would be an honor to die in the way of Imam Hussein alayhi salam. But there also needs to be a balance between safety and tawakkul on Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That, you know, a lot of people will say, Allah mawjood, but of course you can't say Allah mawjood and throw yourself on fire.
Exactly, or jump from the M25 cars flying.
Do you know what I mean? So how do we balance that?
I think just again, just a bit of patience and a bit of logic. Obviously, in certain situations, there is no choice. With Hamid, rahmatullah ala ruha, it was his time.
Yeah.
But it just helps me remember previous times where people were returned to their Lord, where maybe they rushed into, you know, repairing an issue or something.
Yeah.
There's been times where, you know, maybe the gas canister has been left open and a khadim has noticed it and has charged to jump on it and hold it and save the lives of countless zuwar.
That happened actually during Muharram.
That happened during Muharram as well, yeah.
3 years ago, was it, or 2 years ago?
I think around those
3
times.
years ago, you know, we heard gas canisters explode, and when I think there was about 9 of them.
Was that on the day of Ashura? I remember people worried about the Qamat, or maybe the 8th of
Day of
Muharram.
the 8th.
The 8th of Muharram. People were worried about, yeah.
And one man, I think he lost 3 of his grandchildren because one of them was actually responsible for saving the lives of hundreds of people because he jumped on one of those. Yeah, and you know, with every event, it's never risk-free. It's never all rosy, as we like to call it. It's never all smooth sailing. There are bound to problems to happen. But on the scale of Arbaeen, the problems that happen compared to the scale of it are very, very small.
Have 25 million people coming to London for an event.
Exactly.
London will shut down.
London will shut down.
It's nothing short of a miracle that this ziyarah has continued the way it has, and
Yeah.
we've had these minimal casualties,
Yeah.
which are heartbreaking in themselves.
Yeah. And you know, for you, how do you feel the families, especially? So you yourself, you're a father, and you know, you've got your young daughter. May Allah prolong her life and preserve her for you. How, you know, for you as a young man, you know, you're like, whatever happens, let it happen. You know, I'm a man. But for you, for example, taking your daughter to Arbaeen or taking your wife to Arbaeen, as a father, as a male with that protective instinct, how is that for you? And how do you think families view that, the risk, especially fathers with, you know, more than one child?
You know, it's hard to say this, but may my entire family and me before them be sacrificed for Imam Hussein alayhi salam and the way of Imam Hussein. But when, you know, my daughter was born, perspective changed for me. You know, I started being a bit more wary, a bit more worried. I started, you know, thinking about, you know, she's not going to cope.
Yeah.
And is it wise to take her where I know for a fact she's not going to cope, not maybe or inshallah.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that's one of the difficulties of why I couldn't go this year. You know, I know that heat there is unbearable for someone who's used to this climate and who's, you know, under a year old.
Yeah.
You know, for us as adults, as difficult as it is, you know, people pass away. I've seen people pass away countless times because of the heat. Adults, healthy adults.
I mean, even here in the UK.
Even here, there's a few casualties here. A few people passed away.
They said I think about 500 people have passed away because of the heat.
It's crazy numbers. And imagine the heat of Iraq, where you're surrounded by, you know, people from every direction. And just that body heat alone will raise the temperature from 50 to like 60 something.
Because you can go into a Husseiniyah where it's cold, and you fill up that Husseiniyah, and it's warm.
It's warm. It's hot even. You're just sweating and sitting in the heat. So again, that's, you know, those are things that we have to think about when taking our families as well. And I never thought I'd be that person, you know. I've always thought, you know, regardless, I'm going. And inshallah, I'm going, you know. But taking someone at that age who's a bit more fragile, I think that has to be reassessed, because at the end of the day, they're amana in your hands right now. So yeah, it is difficult. It is difficult. I do want to take her, but it's just a difficult situation.
What would you say to those families who you know, we've seen multiple times, on our feed, our cameramen on Shara al-Qibla, you know, they show us the feed of the children in prams and all that stuff.
I think Iraqis living in Iraq are built different.
Yeah.
Number one, they already live there. Number two, they're used to the climate and they're used to adapting to the climate. And they're going to walk either way, you know. And credit to them. You know, I wish I can learn from them. I wish I can take it on and apply it to my family and go in these difficult times. But I think for the first time, I would like to take her when it's a bit quieter, you know, where she can breathe in the shrine a bit, you know.
Just soak it all in.
Just soak it all in. And just, you know, sit in the shrine where it's, you know, more peaceful and for her to move around a bit, inshallah.
How do you think other, you know, big congregations or events can learn from the way the Atabat are organizing, the way the government is organizing? How can they learn about, you know, sort of things like crowd management, safety?
Again, the Ziyarat of Arbaeen is nothing short of a miracle. As much as they plan, God is the best of planners. And that Ziyarah and that crowd is controlled and protected by Rabb al-Alameen.
Yeah, because we see multiple events in London in itself, where we see, you know, events with maybe 200,000 people. For example, I'll give you the most simple example. When a Premier League team wins a Premier League title, and you know 500 to 1.5 million people go out, the city struggles. The city struggles badly.
People fight, people get arrested, people get injured. I think there's a few stabbings during the parade as well. Again, it comes down to the culture of the people as well. If you know you're there for something godly, for something that's for your akhirah, for something that's, you know, pushing the idea that Abu Abdullah al-Hussein died to preserve humanity and the akhlaq of humanity and the how do you say it, the islah of humanity. Once you understand those principles, then you know you're going for specific reasons. You're going to try not litter, and inshallah the Zawar are not drinking their water and throwing. They're going to find bins, trash cans, and throw them away. Here, no. Here it's all vibes and banter, which is how they want to operate. It's no problem.
That's their culture.
That's their culture. But I know if for example, if you go compare it to the Vatican, for example, and when they elect a new pope, no, they maintain that decorum because they're there for, in their eyes, another godly purpose. It doesn't compare to Ziyarat of Arbaeen.
Of course.
The Ziyarat of Arbaeen, there's so many angles, there's so many things going on, from the mawakib, from the tashabih that we saw now in the screen. And they're not people walking individually. I walk individually and I'm tired. These are people walking in massive groups. Like Bani Amr, like Mawqif Shaykh Jum'ah, like the people from Basra. There's massive groups with their speakers, with their animals for the tashabih.
We see them, Paul 1114. We see the animals passing by and the market passing by. It's incredible how they maintain that uniformity and that you know, that strictness in their
with us 200 polls in, we've lost our group.
I don't know where Christian Sukhni is, I don't know where Murtala is.
We're gone. And it's fine, you know, but with them, they're built different. Those who are. Inshallah, we can learn from them. And we learn from their khidmah and their ziyarah.
Yeah. And for you, sometimes, you know, I saw this video, I think it's funny, but it's also a reminder at the same time where this guy goes to his friend who's got a mawkib, and he's not a mawkib, but it's from his house. They're serving qeemah, and he says to him, tomorrow when you're serving, I don't want you to get angry at me. The guy says, I'm at your service, khidmtek and everything. And then when it's like, when there's so many people and I've seen videos of them throwing pots over the house. When he starts shouting, he says, "Rasaya." But for us, how do we maintain with the pressures of the khidmah? Because, you know, if you have a big mawkib, you're bound to have a lot more pressure than, you know, a small mawkib.
Forget big mawkib. Here in London, me and my closest friends, after a heavy night, for example, we did Shabih on the night of Qasim alayhi salam. You know how many fights we have? But because we know this is for Qasim alayhi salam and this is for Abu Abdullah al-Hussein, those fights are nothing. We have an argument quickly. Within 2 minutes. We're like, Ma'jur was the most amazing thing ever, we move on. But because we are striving these fights are not.
But this is the thing.
But these fights are not anger.
But this is the thing.
Yeah.
I'm asking, how do we maintain spirituality under those pressures? Because sometimes when you're angry and you're being pressured.
Those arguments are not, I'm angry with you. Those arguments are more, I want to make this better, and so does he. You want to make this better. So we're both, competing, and our emotions are rising because we both want to do this the better way.
Okay.
And I commend that as well. So when I argue with you over, for example, why is this flag here not there? I want to make it better, and then you're like, no, there is better, so the Zawar can see it. That's what these arguments are. We want to serve as many Zawar as possible. When I see the khadim, the head khadim, let's say, of the mawkib, fighting with his, or just shouting at the other khaddam, it's not for his ego. It's not for him just because he's an angry man. It's because, no, we're on a deadline. We have thousands of Zawar coming in, and you're cutting the onions too slow, for example. Or you're dilly-dallying, you're
laughing, you're having a chat.
You're laughing. There's not a place to laugh. There's not a place to this isn't your home. This is the spread of Imam Hussein alayhi salam. So no, I think we need that. And it reminds me to a topic we discussed a few days ago when the khadim was towering over you. And how he towers over other people who are, spread their legs out in the street, for example, or just laughing out loud, and they're not maintaining the decorum and the respect of the ziyarah, the sanctity of that ziyarah. There have to be people, we call them pir ghulams, or the hajjis, or the khadims, or whatever you want to call them. They have to be there for us more than anyone else. I know, for example, if I'm slacking or if I'm oversleeping, if the hajji comes shouts at me, I salute him and I'm up and I'm working. My eyes are still half closed, but there's work to be done. And if we don't have that, not hierarchy, but if we don't have that system where there is pressure sometimes, I think we might slack at certain points. So we need people like Abu Talib that we mentioned yesterday.
Exactly, we do.
Boom, he shouts at you, he throws stuff at you, boom, And these things create, everlasting memories as well, stuff I'll never forget.
And the things we will remember and we'll laugh at. We'll sit down and have a cup of chai and be like, oh, do you remember when you shouted at me during the ziyarah? We now go to our correspondent, Mujtaba Ali Sayyid. Mujtaba Ali, are you with me?
Hello, yes, I'm there. Can you hear me? Assalamu alaikum. Yes, I'm here.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah. Yes, over to you.
Labbaik ya Hussain. Assalamu alaikum. As the presenter mentioned, my name is Mujtaba Ali Sayyid, and yet another year I have been given an opportunity to visit Imam Hussain alayhi salam during Arbaeen in Karbala. So I started my walk from Najaf to Karbala yesterday. And as I was walking towards Karbala, I reached pole number 327, which is also known as Karwane-Hind. So over here, this is the Indian mawqif which has been serving the Ziyars of Imam Hussain since 2016. And their dedication and love to serve the Ziyars of Imam Hussain is utmost surreal. So I just wanted to highlight a few offerings or the services which they offer to the Ziyars of Imam Hussain. So beginning with, they have a huge and a beautiful masjid which are used for multi-purposes, and that can be used to do azadari, matam of Imam Hussain, wherein famous reciters from all over the world take part. To name a few is Farhan Ali Waris, Nadeem Sarwar, Mir Hassan Mir, Allama Asif Raza Alavi, etc. And you can also offer obligatory prayers here. They also provide medical facilities under the guidance of Dr. Abbas Ali Shamji, Asif Ali Shamji, and to treat the Ziyars walking towards Karbala with blisters and other type of wounds, and so that they can have a comfortable and relaxed journey forward. They even have a specialized massage team wherein 15 dedicated massage persons do the massage for the Ziyars of Imam Abdullah so that they can relax and have a peaceful stay at the mawqif and continue their journey forward towards Karbala. So, wherein they also have a water distribution sabil inside and outside the mawqif. And apart from this, they have a special allocated team to handle the social platforms for the mawqif, which consists of 15 to 17 members to keep the Zawars of Aba Abdullah al-Hussain updated on their journey of Safar-e-Ishq. So it's a two-story mawqif which can hold up to 8,000 people. And if the two-story maxes out, they also have tent facilities which is located at the backside of the mawqif. and which supports air condition and comfortable stay. So coming to the food counter, they have a huge food counter wherein they serve three-course meal every day and serve thousands of zawars of Aba Abdullah al Hussein with fresh ingredients, and you can have as much as you want. Most importantly, when it comes to travel, hygiene is the utmost priority. So they have clean washrooms and a team of dedicated cleaners who clean the washrooms thrice a day and keep the Zawars Aba Abdullah comfortable and peaceful at the Mawqif. So it's my humble request who all are traveling from Najaf to Karbala. It's my humble request to come and at Mawqif 3 to 7, which is Karwan-e-Hind, and allow them to serve the Zayars of Aba Abdullah al Hussein. Labbaik ya Hussein.
Labbaik ya Hussein. I just wanted to ask you, Brother Mujtaba Ali, do you know, because we visited the Karwan-e-Hind, I believe it was last year, and we documented all their service. Do you have in terms of statistics and figures of how many meals a day they serve? I know that you said they can hold up to 8,000 people, but how many meals a day do they serve, and so what's the expenditure over the next 10 to 12 days that they have?
So, talking about the expenditure, I am not aware about that, but I can comment on. So, I am just with my brother Zaman Ali, which is behind the camera. So, he just confirmed that it is around $56,000 per day. Yeah, it is $56,000 per day, which they commemorate to the offerings of Zayars of Aba Abdullah al Hussein, and they serve in the way of Hussein, which is the utmost from the utmost love, and they do it by heart.
MashaAllah. Thank you so much, Mujtaba Ali, from Karwan-e-Hind, poll 327. We will definitely be keeping up with you over the next few nights to get some more updates on your journey towards Karbala. Brother Hussein.
I believe they've got Sayyid Ammar reciting there in the next couple
Sayyid
of
Ammar
days.
Naqshawani, definitely, yes, with spiritual journeys.
In the next few days, inshallah. Yeah.
One thing that, so I actually met with Brother Muhammad Ali Burdwani, who does work in the Middle East, but there was also another brother, and forgive me, I've forgotten your name, but please remind me, or Sayyid Murtada will remind me. You know when someone has so much money that you would think they've got nothing to do with religion. This brother is the opposite.
Yeah, there's a few characters like you'd be like, how is he?
Why is he religious?
Yeah.
Yeah. He has around 250 chains of a coffee brand in the United States of America. 250. All over the United States. But every year, without fail, he comes, brings his money to Arbaeen and gives it towards the khidmah of Imam Hussain alayhi salam. Now, $56,000, I think that's a very conservative number, because as we saw when we went and as we heard from the organizers themselves, over the 10 days they spend well over $1 million on their mawqif.
I think all the numbers we give are conservative.
Yeah.
Because there's always stuff being spent on the side or stuff being brought on the side. Everything is conservative. And credit to them again, coming from India and serving at this mawqif, and not just, the thing is, they don't just come and it's like they come into the office, they open their laptop and work. No, they come and set up the mawqif.
Yeah.
They come prepare it, they prepare it logistically, they prepare it with the supplies, they prepare it.
This is what they don't
angles.
do. This is what they don't do. They have a man from the glorious town of Wembley who used to live in London.
Decent.
And, and he moved to Iraq, and through someone, the organizers of Karwan-e-Hind got to know him, and he lives in Iraq.
Okay.
The whole year he's maintaining that place.
Is it?
The whole year.
The upkeep,
Every week he goes and he makes sure the place is clean, the electrics are working, the ACs are working, everything is serviced, the windows aren't broken, the tiles are okay, the kitchen works, the gas canisters are full, nothing's going wrong.
Barakallah.
Every week he is in that mawqif. He's at poll 327. He lives in Karbala. He said to me when we met him last year, and mashallah, they gave us a very, very nice meal. We were sitting and talking, and Brother Muhammad Ali Burdwani said to me, this man moved from London just to maintain this mawqif.
Ajib.
Yeah.
Ajib.
That's all he does. Anything logistically, law-wise, anything that requires paperwork, all that kind of stuff, he's dealing with it throughout the whole year. And subhanallah, they as we say in Arabic, Imam Qasrin, they have no shortcomings with him.
He's part of the mawqif.
There you go.
He's committed his life to that mawqif. Ajib. Would
Yeah.
you be able to do something like that?
Me personally?
Leave your dentistry, leave your work, leave everything.
I just graduated. Let me work a bit as a dentist.
Give it a
see
year
how I
or
feel.
two, yeah.
When my back starts hurting from dentistry, I'll consider other avenues. But let's turn to the story where we look at how every sacrifice tells a story. A soldier would sacrifice his comfort for his country, as we discussed a few days ago. These soldiers that wear 20-kilo gear in the scorching heat and say they don't feel any heat. Where a mother sacrifices her sleep for her child. A student would sacrifice their free time, their limited free time for knowledge. But every year, during Arbaeen, ordinary people make extraordinary sacrifices that almost no one ever hears about. And not because anyone asks them to, and not because anyone expects them to, but because love always asks one question. What are you willing to give? And today's story is about a woman who answered that question in a way that her family never forgot. In a small town outside of Najaf lived a woman named Zainab. She wasn't wealthy, her husband worked long hours, and some years were good and some years they struggled just to make ends meet. Like many women, she owned only a few pieces of jewellery. A pair of gold bangles, a necklace her mother had given her on her wedding day, and a simple gold ring. And they weren't just ornaments. They carried memories. Her wedding, her parents, the beginning of her family. They were among her most treasured possessions. Every year when Arbaeen approached, she would join the women in her neighborhood. And together they cooked rice, they prepared bread, made large pots of stew, washed dishes, served tea. And she loved every moment of it. One evening, she returned home quietly. Her husband noticed she seemed in deep thoughts. And he asked her, "Is everything okay?" And she smiled and she said, "Yeah." But she said, "I've been thinking." About what, he inquired. She hesitated and said, "Our mawqif struggles every single year." And he acknowledged that. And she said, "We always wish we could serve more pilgrims." Look at that, the deep want to serve the pilgrims.
Not wanting to go on holiday, not wanting
No,
to buy worldly
serve
stuff.
pilgrims.
Serve pilgrims.
Again, he nodded, but we simply don't have enough. And there was a silence, and she quietly removed one of her gold bangles, and she placed it on the table. Her husband looked at it. He said, "What are you doing?" She said, "I want to sell it." He was stunned. He said, "This was your wedding jewellery. How many of our sisters," and of course we're not slating our sisters here, but the jewellery that you get on your wedding day is something that you'd love to keep, something that is aziz to you, something that's meaningful, sentimental. He said to her, "I know." And he said, "You've had it for years." She said, "I know." He said, "You know you don't have to do this." And she smiled gently and she said, "I know." He looked at her carefully and said to her, "Then why?" She picked up the bangle and turned it slowly in her hands. And said to her husband, she said, "This gold has been sitting in a box for years. But hungry pilgrims, they can't eat gold." Her husband didn't answer. He simply stared at the bracelet. He knew what it meant to her, and he remembered placing it on her wrist on their wedding day. He remembered how proud he had been. But finally he asked, "Are you sure?" She smiled at him. She said, "I've never been more sure in my life." That's the thing with Arbaeen. That's the thing with Imam Hussain alayhi salam. If there was one situation where you know you are sure, it is spending in the way of Imam Hussain alayhi salam. And the next morning they sold the bracelet. And with that money they bought rice, cooking oil, meat, dates, tea, water, plates, enough to feed hundreds of pilgrims. And as Arbaeen began, the mawqif was busier than ever. Exhausted pilgrims arrived day and night. Some had walked for days. Others had traveled across continents. No one knew where the food had come from. and no one knew what had been sacrificed to provide it. They just simply ate and made dua and continued their journey. And on the third day, an elderly pilgrim approached Zainab. He had tears in his eyes, and he said to her, "My daughter, this food that you've served me reminded me of my late wife. I haven't eaten a meal like this in years." And he raised his hands and said, "May Allah bless whoever provided it." And she quietly whispered, "Ameen." She never told him, and she didn't need to. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala already knew. Imam Sadiq alayhi salam said, "Nothing is more beloved to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala than bringing joy to a believing servant." And this narration is found in Al-Kafi and is one of the most recurring themes in the teachings of the Ahlul Bayt alayhimus salam. Serving believers and relieving their difficulties is among the most beloved acts before Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Notice what the Imam didn't mention. He didn't speak about the size of the gift. He spoke about the joy it brings. Sometimes joy comes from a grand gesture. Sometimes it comes from a warm meal. And after 80 kilometers of walking, on the final evening of Arbaeen, the women were cleaning the kitchen, and one of their friends noticed the missing bracelet. She said to her, "Zainab, where's your bangle?" And she smiled and said, "I exchanged it." They said to her, "For what?" And she looked towards the pilgrim eating outside and said, "For this."
Allah.
Her friend looked confused. He said to her, "You traded gold for pots and pans?" She laughed softly. "No." She said, "I traded something that shines in this world for something I pray will shine in the next." And there is something beautiful about the people of Iraq. They understand that wealth is not measured by what you keep, but by what you release for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Gold can decorate a wrist, but generosity decorates your soul. One fades with time, the other remains forever. As the mawqif closed, her young daughter came to her and said to her, "Mum, do you miss your bracelet?" And she looked down at her daughter's small hands and then smiled. She said, "No, because every plate we served, every prayer that was made, every smile we saw has become more precious to me than any piece of gold." And years later, that daughter would tell her own children the same story. Not about jewelry, but about priorities, about choosing what lasts over what glitters. Every single one of us has gold. It may not be jewelry, perhaps. It's probably our time or our skills, maybe our comfort or our savings, our weekends, our talent. The question isn't whether we have something valuable. The question is, what are we willing to place in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's path? Because Karbala has always asked humanity the same question. Not what do you own, but what are you prepared to sacrifice for the truth? As we look at the story of Qabil and Habil, one gave everything towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The other gave one of his least prized possessions. And that's why one of them was cursed for eternity, and the other one became a prophet of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and in the end was martyred because of it. Zainab didn't become poor by giving. She became rich in something that cannot be bought. A heart that understood that whatever is given sincerely for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is never truly lost. Brothers and sisters, we're going to go for a short break and return with the latest updates from Iraq, with everything happening in and around the holy city of Karbala and the Ziyarat of Imam Hussain alayhi salam. Stay with us and don't go anywhere.
हम जाके वो जगह अरमां है साथ आपके हम जाए करबला मौला ज़हूर कीजिए हर दिल की है सदा अरमां है साथ आपके हम जाए करबला या साहिब ज़मां या साहिब ज़मां जब दो دونوں ہاتھ کٹ چکے پانی کے واسطے کس طرح خاک پر عباس زین سے غازی کا حال سوچ کے روتا ہے دل میرا ارماں ہے ساتھ آپ کے ہم جائیں کربلا مولا ظہور کیجیے ہر دل کی ہے صدا ارماں ہے ساتھ آپ کے ہم جائیں کربلا یا صاحب زمان یا صاحب زمان اے مولا ابھی جائے آتا نہیں ہے چین یاد آ رہا ہے ہم کو بہت روزائے حسین ذیشان اور کریم یہ کرتے ہیں التجا ارماں ہے ساتھ آپ کے ہم جائیں کربلا مولا ظہور کیجیے ہر دل کی ہے صدا ارماں ہے ساتھ آپ کے ہم جائیں کربلا یا صاحب زمان یا صاحب زمان اللهم عجل لوليك الفرج اللهم عجل لوليك الفرج يا إمام زمان یا امام زمان مولا 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 تجھ سے ہے یہ دعا مولا ظہور کیجیے ہر دل کی ہے صدا ساتھ آپ کے ہم جائیں کربلا یا صاحب زمان یا صاحب زمان منظر ہے کربلا کا
Welcome back, dear viewers, to the live Arbaeen Correspondent from the London studio, where we bring you all of the footages of Karbala and the Arbaeen Ziyarat. Now let's bring you some of the latest updates that we have coming out of the land of Iraq. The distribution of drinking water among the mawkibs along the Arbaeen walking routes is ongoing by the Misbah al-Hussein Foundation and the Imam Hussein Charity Foundation. The Directorate General of Health in Karbala has implemented a comprehensive medical plan for Arbaeen. The Ministry of Electricity of Iraq announced the launch of 13 mobile electrical substations in the holy city of Karbala for Arbaeen. Centers affiliated with the Office of Grand Ayatollah Shirazi are providing religious services to pilgrims by setting up religious inquiry tents in the holy cities of Karbala, Najaf, and along the Arbaeen walking routes. As Arbaeen approaches, the crowd of marchers on the routes leading to the holy city of Karbala is increasing. The holy shrine of Imam Ali, peace be upon him, has expanded its Arbaeen medical plan by launching 5 additional medical centers to serve pilgrims. The entry of pilgrims through land borders and airports and their joining of the Arbaeen walking routes has increased significantly. The number of registered mawqibs for serving Arbaeen pilgrims in the holy city of Karbala has surpassed 15,000. The Misbah al-Hussein Foundation has completed the final stage of preparing the personnel providing services for Arbaeen. The Imam Hussein Media Group continues its live coverage of the Arbaeen March from the south, Ya Hussein route, and the north, the Ya Zainab route, towards the holy city of Karbala. Indeed, Imam Hussein Media Group continues its coverage for the pilgrimage of Arbaeen, and the footage you see on your screens right now is exclusively from our cameras, and we're proud to be giving footage to other channels and other streaming services all over the world. Back to our discussion, Brother Hussein Sukhni. What were we talking about?
There's a lot of stuff.
We talked about a lot of stuff.
I think some news came in as well that sort of sidelined us as
Yeah.
well. But mainly, you know, the correspondents and the reporters that we've had today, especially from Karawana, Hind, Sayyid Muhsin, a few others. I think we're going to have Sayyid Muthanna maybe a bit later on today.
Inshallah.
I think it's just incredible seeing everything happening at the same time, because none of this is pre-recorded, it's all live. And you're seeing different perspectives and different angles of the same event, but you're just seeing something completely different. You're seeing different angles of khidmah, different angles of service. I think it would be good if we are able to maybe, inshallah, get someone from the border itself. I know we have a camera there and we have a team set up.
Yeah.
But if we were able to get a correspondent from there, I think that will give us another perspective of what's happening, because, again, till this day, 25 years later, walking this ziyarah and being part of the experience, I still can't fathom how it's operating, you know. And I've been part of the khidmah, I've been part of the ziyarah, which reminds me to a point that I wanted to mention before the break. As khaddam, so if I'm going to put my khadim hat on now, I want to give everything to the zayar. I want to make it not a 5-star, I want to make it a 10-star hotel for the zayar. I want to make sure they come, eat till they're full, drink, be comfortable, you know, massages, somewhere comfortable for them to sleep. But if I put my zayar hat on now, I don't want any of that.
So what hat do you want to put on?
So that's what's difficult. As a khadim, and it goes back to the story that you mentioned. Oh, she had gold. All she had was gold from her wedding.
Yeah.
That's not just gold she saved up for Zainab. It's something sentimental. I've had people that have had gold inherited from their grandparents. Old gold that's worth a lot of money. Fidwa, fida'an lil Hussein. They give everything. And I think as a khadim, and that's the balance that works. As a khadim, you want to give everything. That's why sometimes you see the khadim, you know, one of the brothers mentioned, he picked up a zayar. Yeah. And then Sayyid Muhsin mentioned, he picked up a zayar and took him to the mawqib. No, I want you to eat. I want you to be comfortable. But as a zayar, I'm saying no. I want to be comfortable.
There's a guy who's I think he's on the Nasiriyya route. He's if you had Iraqi in your mind, that's the picture. It's him. A Sayyid, you know, he's a really big guy. He's got the
leather belt on.
Leather belt. That's the guy. And the thickest moustache, and he's got the serving spoon, the big one, and he just swipes on the floor.
No one's going past. Yeah. No one's going past.
He goes. What did he say? He goes. I'm crazy. I'm mkhabbat. He goes. I'm crazy. I've got a. Astaghfirullah. He goes. I've got an ijazah from the police. You either going or you're not going past it. So I think you've got people like that just, they don't see, number one, they see you as a zayar, they see the person as a zayar, but number two, they see the person as a token.
As a blessing.
But as a token in front of Imam al-Hussein alayhi salam, that look, I served him as well, and I served her, and I served this child, I served this elder. I think it's outstanding, it's brilliant. It really is. But back to a point that you mentioned during the break. You mentioned, if we can get the 4 window again, please. You mentioned that
The flags.
these flags,
Yeah.
actually, because I've carried some of these flags, and I've carried, some big flags, and I don't think there's only about 5 kilos in them. But you mentioned that they increase much more in weight. Why?
The wind that's hitting the flag, and you can see it's just pushing the Ziyarat backwards, the wind. Now it's a lot easier than it was in the winter.
Yeah.
But the wind that's pushing that flag, I think that would add at least 15, 20 kilos onto the weight of that flag. And the Ziyarat is, like one year in the winter we were carrying a flag. By the end of, I think, 500 poles, I just saw a purple bruise on my shoulder because the flag was leaning against it.
Wow.
I didn't realize until, so we rested the next night. So imagine these Zuwar, a lot of them are coming from Basra, from Nasiriyah, and they are heavy, heavy flags.
Yeah, if we speak about, for example, Mawkib Bani Amr, they carry it throughout the whole journey. And some people will put the flagpole between their bag and their back. And just leave it then.
But it's still, so you're getting pulled back. The wind is pushing the flag back, and it's, and bless them for upholding the banner of Imam Hussein and the flag of Imam Hussein alayhi salam. But it's easier. It looks easier than it actually is. So inshallah, the khutwat and the ajr is accepted.
Yeah, we move to our correspondent Sayyid Muthanna Al-Musawi from poll 1114. Sayyid Muthanna, are you with me?
Salam alaikum, brother Minhal. How are you? Okay, sorry, it's quite busy over here. We've got the camels, we've got horses.
Over to you. Don't get run over by the camels.
Yes, can you hear me?
Yep.
Yes, perfect. Yes. So there's so many people, camels of older age, younger ages. This walk, these people that are taking part in this to commemorate what it really was like during the time of Imam Hussein, during the time of Sayyidah Zainab when she came from Sham and returned to Karbala. MashaAllah, and it's truly amazing, and everybody's watching them, everybody's looking, and it's truly just in remembrance for Sayyidah Zainab, salam Allah alayha.
And
can you hear me?
Yes. How are you seeing the crowd control work happening? How smooth is it flowing with all these camels and these horses passing through?
So it is quite busy. Of course, there is protection. The horses are well trained. The camels are well trained. They're not going to trample over anyone. So that is very good. It makes everyone feel safe around them. But in terms of the crowd control, it's very busy. There's a truck to my right. There's Mawakib. It's a lot of cars around me. But still, everyone makes sure to take care of themselves. Let's actually come to the side a bit, just so we can stand safely. And yes, so everyone's able to take care of themselves freely. There is, of course, plenty of room for people to walk around. Alhamdulillah.
And Musawi from the walk to Karbala. Thank you very much.
He was at 114, right?
Yeah.
That's getting close to the still.
That's around 300 poles away from the actual shrine of Imam Hussein alayhi salam. So I think we're already in Karbala.
You can see how busy it is now.
Yeah.
I was looking at there's a social media influencer who actually does like comedic videos in Iraq. He's from Samawa actually.
Yeah.
So before Muharram, watching his videos, or it's comedic. He talks about the awda in Iraq and what's the situation in Iraq. And I've noticed that during these days he's not uploading anything apart from stories. And this guy is a big social media influencer in Iraq, by the way.
Yeah. So he's thinking about deals, brand deals,
everything,
that kind of stuff,
and he's always comedy.
Yeah.
But I saw a whole different side to him in these nights and in these days. He's there in Samawa in a mawkib, and he's serving. He's not even putting pictures of himself up. He's just recording the khaddam, supporting them. People are taking pictures of him serving in the background. He's not out there to show himself.
Yeah.
And yesterday he put up on his story, he goes, with the heartbroken emoji, he goes, today is the last day of Samawa. And that broke me, because that means Basra is finished, those other Amara's finished, all those towns are finished, and Zuwar have already passed, and they're getting closer. So now Samawa today will be the last day as well. And sometimes we don't think about that. We think about the khaddam, they're done. Their lives are finished now until next year. They'll pack up and walk with the Zuwar.
The one thing that Basra does brilliantly is, there's big businessmen in Basra.
Yeah.
So they can afford it. So what they do is they'll have a mawkib in Basra, and once the Zuwar from Basra finish, they catch a car straight to between Najaf and Karbala and open their mawkib there. So they get the best of both worlds. They get the ajr twice. There was last year we interviewed the son of the late poet of Ahlul Bayt, Samir Sabih. We interviewed his son Ali Samir. Now Ali Samir, he's also taken the comedy path. He's got about 3.5 million followers on Instagram. But the mawkib he was serving, it wasn't a big mawkib, he wasn't recording or anything. Wallah, he was sitting on a chair in front of a bin, cutting up onions. And we interviewed him, such a humble guy. Such a nice guy. And when we said to him, we want to interview you for Imam Hussain TV, he said, none of this, you have to pay me this much.
Speak to my agent.
None of that. He literally said, come, let's talk. And when I spoke to him, I literally said to him, I said, I watch you from London. Like, seriously, especially when the protests happened in 2019 and he was sort of one of the ones leading it. I was like to him, I love your stuff. I love how you defend Iraqis in front of people who try to put Iraqis down. And I was like to him, I did not expect that there was a day that I'd meet you. He goes, forget about me. He goes, we're on the path of Hussein. That's it. Me and you, we have the same ideology. I'm not higher than you, you're not higher than you, we're the same. SubhanAllah, the tarbiyah sometimes, even when you get that fame, it can take you one of two ways. It can either take you on the way of ego or take you on the way of humbleness. And this guy, SubhanAllah, taken on the way of humbleness, serving in a small mawkib. When I went up to the mawkib, I said, I want to interview one of you guys. I didn't even see him. I did not see him.
It wasn't your intention to go interview him?
No. I did not see him. I didn't know he was there. I literally just said, this mawkib looks like they're about to serve. Let's interview these guys. And I said, I want to speak to one of you guys to take me around the mawkib. They said, Allawi. Everyone in Iraq is called Allawi. Right? So they said, Allawi. And he turns around. I was like, that's Ali Samir. 3.5 million followers on Instagram. He's sitting there cutting up onions. And that's the beauty of Khidmat al-Hussein, that big or small, famous or not known, rich or poor, everyone's the same on that way.
There's no outsourcing. With the amount of money this guy probably has and other khaddam and all the people you're mentioning, he could easily hire some supporting hands. I'm standing at the back, you don't do the work. No, everything is done by their hands. That's the blessing of it. I have my money, this is buying resources.
No, but he chose the worst job, cutting up onions. The worst job there is in the kitchen, cutting up onions.
I like that job, to be honest. Because you're sitting there, you're talking to other khaddam, you're chopping it out.
Yeah. No, I think we need to provide khaddam with swimming goggles so that there's a seal around their eyes.
You're not feeling the pain of it, bro. You have to go through it, man. You have to have the memories from it.
Any final thoughts from you?
I think, look, the two main things that I find dangerous in life is money and fame.
Yeah.
And inshallah, if we are blessed with either or, we are never taken away from the path of Imam Hussein alayhi salam. And inshallah, we are blessed, and everyone is blessed abundantly with the amount of money they need to be able to serve Imam Hussein, to be able to go ziyarah whenever they need to, without having to feel like, I can't do it. And even then, don't say you can't do it. You have, like you mentioned that beautiful story, you have your time, you have your weekend, you have your skills, you have your mind. All of it can be in service and in sacrifice to Imam Hussein alayhi salam.
Ahsant. Well, that's it from us from now. Brothers and sisters, we'll be back with you tonight at 8:30 p.m. London times. But for now, it's goodbye.
والله يا زهرة ما ننسى حسينا يا لثارات الحسين.
I stand here looking at the stars, left all alone in the tent, and maybe these stars Oh, tell me where my son went. Has he gone to death or shadow? Toward the swords he was sent. I wish I had not said farewell. To do this I hadn't meant. Tell me. I embraced him, let go of him, but now with him gone, I wish I never did. My life was him, my heart knew him. Now all it knows is all the tears I shed. On grief I lie, our son has died. Tell me, Hussein, of our son, please bring back to us what they have taken away. Tell me, our son was saved. Now our tears rain. Now we have nothing but sorrow in our hearts. And now I cry, our son has died. For our son the swords were thirsty for the blood of this pure youth. By God, this blood flows throughout me. All it knows is good and faith. Tell me, oh Hussein, my husband, did he love me till his death? Did he cry for leaving my side? Tears flowing till his last breath. Tell me. My heart's poisoned, my grief weakened. Now I wish that my heart I could throw away. To me hasten, bring me my son. Let me say my farewell to my son's body. And tell me why our son has died. Tell me, Hussein, of our son's pain. Bring back to us what they have taken away. Our son was saved. Now our tears rain. Now we have nothing but sorrow in our days. And now I cry, our son has died. I walk through these scattered bodies, crushed and torn by my feet. How many mothers weep on them, wishing with death they would meet. As I search for my son's body in this unbearable heat, the sons they cradle in their arms, their empty bodies they They are crying, their sons holding. How I wish that my dead son I will not hold. My heart's breaking, my soul aching. When a son dies, the mother should not be told. In my two eyes, our son has died. Tell me, Hussein, of our son's pain. Bring back what they have taken away. Tell me, our son was saved. Now our tears rain. Now we have nothing but sorrow in our day. And now I cry. Our son has died. As I stand lonely in the tent, you bring me my son's body. My heart shatters upon this sight. Our dead son, your arms carry. We sit beside his torn body, and your tears you shed with me. We watched him blossom, watched him grow. Now our son we will bury. Tell me. Under the ground, fate's turned around. He died before his mother had passed away. He makes no sound to the earth bound. He sleeps under the dust, far away from me. Under the skies, our son has died. Tell me, Hussein, of our son's pain. Bring back to us what they have taken away. Tell me, our son was saved. Tell me, tears rain. Now we have nothing but sorrow in our day. Tell me, and now I cry. Our son has died. Look ya Zahra, look ya Zahra, look ya Zahra. When Fatima came to Karbala, Zainab said, do not look ya Zahra. Go back, oh mother, they've killed my brother. Zainab said, do not look ya Zahra. When the night fell on that desert camping, a lonely voice was heard in morning. Then she looked and saw someone approaching, one who would join her in her grieving. She had come to see her progeny and what had become of their destiny. But she could not let her to go closer. She did not want her to really see. I do not want you to go further. You will only see pain and horror. Body with no head, 72 dead. Zainab said, do not look ya Zahra. When Fatima came to Karbala, Zainab said, do not look ya Zahra. Go back, oh mother, they've killed my brother. Zainab said, do not look ya Zahra. Before you were born, my loving daughter, I was shown this by your grandfather. He told me what was to be for my son and how it would be a tragedy. My brother told me of this day as well. I knew what was to become of me, but even then I could not stand witness when I saw Shimir walking to him. My mother, you cannot bear to see what they did to his broken body. Arrow in his heart, liver ripped apart. Zainab said, do not look ya Zahra. When Fatima came to Karbala, Zainab said, do not look ya Zahra. Go back, oh mother, they've killed my brother. Zainab said, do not look ya Zahra. Oh mother, when he stood and addressed the people who had now turned on him, he cried and shed the bitterest of tears. I never saw such a thing from him. My brother, you who define what is brave, how can I stand to see you crying? I cry not for what shall happen to us, but that the cause of their doom is me. Even in this final moment, he could only think of their torment. How could they kill him? He came to help them. Zainab said, do not look, Ya Zahra. When Fatima came to Karbala, Zainab said, do not look, Ya Zahra. Go back, oh mother, they've killed my brother. Zainab said, do not look, Ya Zahra. Then her mother's eyes began to wander. Another body she had to see. A new grave had been dug in the morning. A young infant in that was buried. There lay the young Qasim, son of Hassan, and next to him the older Ali. But it was Ali Asghar she came to, the one they killed in his father's arms. What was the sin of this poor child? When the arrow hit, he had wailed. He cried, I'm thirsty, have they no mercy? Zainab said, do not look, Ya Zahra. When Fatima came to Karbala, Zainab said, do not look, Ya Zahra. Go back, oh mother, they've killed my brother. Zainab said, do not look, Ya Zahra. Another had now joined them in their pain. She had also lost her only sons. Fatima held her hand and led the way to the river she wanted to go. Zainab knew what for, they had gone searching her noble brother. They could not see, his arms would show and lead them to him, where there lay the rest of his body. He went to bring back for us water. Then we heard a shout, oh my brother. We saw the flag fell, that was the farewell. Zainab said, do not look, Ya Zahra. When Fatima came to Karbala, Zainab said, do not look, Ya Zahra. Go back, oh mother, they've killed my brother. Zainab said, do not look, Ya Zahra. Yearning to go to the land of miracles, yearning
yearning to go, no matter how difficult, to Karbala on Arbaeen. How can I stay? For the pain in my heart is growing. How can I stay when to heaven I'll be going to Karbala on Arbaeen? For Sayyid al-Shuhada, I'll give all that I have in the way of al-Hussein, just like al-Bani. She gave away all her sons. I'll give all of my loved ones just to be with al-Hussein on the day of Arbaeen. Oh Allah, I can't live without Hussein. How can I not see Bainul Haramain? My whole life just only has one aim, to be beside the one that was slain. Allahu Akbar, ya Karbala, قلبي عاشق زيارة كربلاء. اللهم ارزقنا كربلاء بحق سيد الشهداء. And when I walk, my tears would talk with Zahra, a conversation. I will tell her, she will answer. I know full well your intention. Visit Hussein, visit Abbas. Oh Zaire, you have my blessing. On Judgment Day, Zahra would say, my son Hussein's your salvation. Yearning to go to the land of Abbas and Hussein. Yearning to go, for in my heart there is a flame. It only beats out just one name, no one other than Al-Hussein. I will not stop until I reach your holy land. I will not stop until my feet touch your sand. Just like Abbas Abu Fadil, for you Hussein I'll give my hand. Millions and millions to his grave gather, visiting Hussein and his brother. Abbas, ya Abbas, oh flag bearer, we'll come walking to you in Karbala. Oh Allah, I can't live without Hussein. How can I not see Bainul Haramain? My whole life just only has one aim, to be beside the one that was slain. Allahu Akbar, ya Karbala, قلبي عاشق زيارة كربلاء. اللهم ارزقنا كربلاء بحق سيد الشهداء. Ooh. كربلاء كربلاء yearning to go to the land of miracles, yearning to go no matter how difficult, to Karbala on Arbaeen. How can I stay? For the pain in my heart is growing. How can I stay? When to heaven I'll be going, to Karbala on Arbaeen. For Sayyid al-Shuhada, I'll give all that I have in the way of al-Hussein, just like al-Bani. She gave away all her sons. I'll give all of my loved ones just to be with al-Hussein on the day of Arbaeen. Oh Allah, I can't live without Hussein. How can I not see Bayn al-Haramain? My whole life just only has one aim, to be beside the one that was slain. Allahu Akbar, ya Karbala, قلبي عاشق زيارة كربلاء. اللهم ارزقنا كربلاء بحق سيد الشهداء. And when I walk, my tears would talk with Zahra, a conversation. I will tell her, she will answer. I know full well your intention. Visit Hussein, visit Abbas. Oh Zaire, you have my blessing. On Judgment Day, Zahra would say, my son Hussein's your salvation. Yearning to go to the land of Abbas and Hussein. Yearning to go, for in my heart there is a flame. It only beats out just one name, no one other than Al-Hussein. I will not stop until I reach your holy land. I will not stop until my feet touch your sand. Just like Abbas Abu Fadil, for you Hussein I'll give my hand. Millions and millions to his grave gather, visiting Hussein and his brother. Abbas, ya Abbas, oh flag bearer, we'll come walking to you in Karbala. Oh Wallah, I can't live without Hussein. How can I not see Bayn al-Haramain? My whole life just only has one aim, to be beside the one that was slain. Allahu Akbar, ya Karbala, قلبي عاشق زيارة كربلاء. ومصابة صرخة رافضية منعوف العزية منعوف العزية صوت النحر صاحب فخر هذا شهر محرم نوقف خدم نرفع علم وحي الحزن تكلم وحي الحزن تكلم لون السواد توشحت كل الضماير راية محرم رفعت جروح المنابر بقلوبنا تظل نار على حسين لهابه نقسم بالزكية منعوف العزية منعوف العزية هذا عزانا للموت على حسين ومصابه هذا عزانا للموت على حسين ومصابه صرخة رافضية منعوف العزية منعوف العزية الأمان من قول وفعل هسه وقبل وعدنا من اللطم ما ننحرم نكسر عظم صدرنا نكسر عظم صدرنا حسين من جنة بكربلاء انكسرت عظامه خلينا ننعم صيبته ونطبر الهامه هاي دمانا والله سوى يطيح بعتابه لو نوقع سويه منعوف العزية منعوف العزية هذا عزانا للموت على حسين ومصابه هذا عزانا للموت على حسين ومصابه صرخة رافضية منعوف العزية منعوف العزية كلمة وعد عن معتقد يبقى عهد عزانك حب كربلاء هو الصلة من بدل بدمانه من بدل بدمانه تبقى المجالس خالدة اليوم القيامة واللي خدم من فاطمة يحصل وسامة عاشور شهر الأحزان مع حسين وأصحابه واحنا لهالرزية منعوف العزية منعوف العزية هذا عزانا للموت على حسين ومصابه هذا عزانا للموت على حسين ومصابه صرخة رافضية منعوف العزية منعوف العزية يا غني يا شهيد يا مظلوم يا حسين 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 حسين
السلام عليك يا وفا عبد الله السلام عليك
Hussain, Anwa Hussain, Anwa Hussain, Anwa Hussain.
مظلوم حسین یہ جلتی ریتی پہ کربلا کے یہ فاطمہ کے بہن میرے بے کس اے میرے پیاس اے میرے تنہا حسین 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 حسین
شهيد كربلاء أحرق منك الخباء يا صريعا في العراء وريث الاتقياء يا سبيل الأنبياء حسين 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 حسين
was the ultimate stand. You gave your neck, you gave your life, but you did not give your hand. Without a head, without a shroud, your body laid on the sands. Hussain, 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 Hussain,
زمین کربلا ماٹے حسین گھر آپ دی تو جوان اکرالی اکبر نوحائی جگر آپ دی تو حسین 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 حسین
حسین زهراست و عزایش دل عالمی غرق در غوغاست ای خدا در غمش دل ما خون است حسین حسین حسین
سیدی ویٹھو حسینی ایدی ٹوا مہانگا کوٹتے یا واٹھوٹے اسی ماما نہاٹی ہونیو واجب واٹے حسین 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 حسین
انصار شاہدی دے مارے گئے سبھی بچان ہے جو مشکل ماں روندی پائی کھڑی کرب و بلا کے
Fatima وجاريدا ما بيك ازدروا ريزو قصايد ما تنها حسين حسين حسین ابن علی تو جو یا کر آہیا ہاں تجھے دیتے ہی ہر دم رہن تجھاہیا تجھے دل میں فقط آہی تجھے تصویر حسین 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 کشتا ترا حسین 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 نبی کے جو نواسے ہے علی کے وہ دلارے خزاں بولی وپکشی سے خدا والے نہارے ہمارے ہے تمہارے ہے سبھی کے ہے یہ پیارے حسین 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 avec noblesse et intégrité. Tu es synonyme de liberté qui nous illumine dans l'obscurité. Tu nous as appris ce que signifie de servir avec humilité. Sobre la tierra acostado. Hussein
I remember losing so many. Abbas Akbar and Qasim's body, your two sons On and Muhammad. Their final words echo to me. Their final words echo to me. How did I bring them back to you? Not a tear was shed by you, but you just looked up to the sky. This is my sacrifice, you said. This is my sacrifice, you said. But at home when their memories return, be sure to Karbala you turn. With my head on a spear I cry. With my head on a spear I cry. Ya Zainab, Ya Zainab, Ya Zainab, Ya Zainab, Ya Zainab, Ya I recall the first time that I died was holding Akbar for the last time. Then came the death of my 6th month. I lost both my sons at one time. I lost both my sons at one time. Now when you come to bury me, please bring my asghar to me, and on my chest the baby will lie. I will cradle him peacefully. I will cradle him peacefully. Then at my feet let Akbar rest. I remember that dagger in his chest. With my head on a spear I cry. With my head on a spear I cry. Ya Zainab, Ya Zainab, Ya Zainab, Ya Zainab, Ya Zainab, Ya The enemies were torn through Qiyya, delivering my head on a tray. I felt her hands upon my cheeks. Her story she went on to say. Her story she went on to say. Oh, the slaps upon her face, leaving her bruises in its place. She would turn to Najaf and cry, Ya Ali, take me from this place. Crying to Ali just like I told her. I watched this unfold on my daughter. With my head on a spear I cry. With my head on a spear I cry. Ya Zainab, Ya Zainab, Ya Zainab, Ya Zainab. I saw you in pain that dark night when my daughter cried out for me. She ran into the battlefield. That's when you found her next to me. That's when you found her next to me. Ah. much loyalty. She was my rose to my heart, the key. Till today you've kept your promise. Even in death together you're seen. You lay together side by side. Our mother looks at you with pride. With my head on a spear I cry. Ya Zainab, 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 Ya Zainab.
I swear from my birth to my grave, and swear by God's creation, I was made only a slave for the ship of salvation. For the one whose blood fell like rain, why should my blood not fall too? I'll raise my sword and shout Hussein, for you my vow I'll renew. I'll beat my chest, I'll never rest. All of my life I'd sacrifice. Your name beats in my heart, the truth so clear. Even though we're apart, you're always near. Labbaik, labbaik, Ya Aba Abdillah. Labbaik, labbaik, Ya Aba Abdillah. All my days I give in your name, serving you my desire. In me burns an eternal flame. You've set my soul on fire. For the one who gave all he had, why should I not give all of me? I'm proud his love's made me go mad. Without him I would not be. I'll shout Hussein once and again, all that I have on his behalf. Knowing you is true wealth, you've made me rich. To reach your holy shrine is all I wish. Labbaik, labbaik, Ya Aba Abdillah. Labbaik, labbaik, Ya Aba Abdillah. And when I dream of Karbala, you're standing there on your own. I hear the screams of Zahra. I'm here, you're not alone. For the one whose chest was broken, why should I not beat my chest? I'll cry till my eyes stopped working. From this blessing I won't rest. I'd give my heart for Karbala. All of my years I'll shed my tears. And when I close my eyes I see your land. Under Karbala skies with you I'll stand. Labbaik, labbaik, Ya Aba Abdillah. Labbaik, labbaik, Ya Aba Abdillah.
كربلاء يا كربلاء يا كربلاء يا كربلاء 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 Mother, forgive me for I no longer live, but I gave till nothing left there was to give. For brother Hussein I gave my left and right. Oh mother, for Hussein I gave my eyesight. Karbala ya Karbala ya Karbala Karbala ya Karbala ya Karbala Karbala ya Karbala I gave my rights for I was his right hand man. When all left Hussein, with Hussein I would stand. I gave him my left, I promised to give all. I refused to see before me Hussein fall. Karbala ya Karbala ya Karbala Karbala ya Karbala ya Karbala Karbala ya Karbala ya Karbala Karbala ya Karbala ya Karbala. With an arrow to my eye I could still see. Like Zainab I still saw nothing but beauty. They rejoiced at my pain, but did they not know? For Hussein on death itself myself I throw. Karbala ya Karbala ya Karbala Karbala ya Karbala ya Karbala Karbala ya Karbala ya Karbala Karbala ya Karbala ya Karbala. They hit me with a pole, my balance I lost. No arms to support, from my horse I was tossed. But mother, despite everything that they took, still to Master Hussein with guilt I would look. Karbala ya Karbala ya Karbala Karbala ya Karbala 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 ya Karbala ya Karbala Karbala ya Karbala ya Karbala. More I wanted to offer, I was not done. For me the battle hadn't even begun. But mother, forgive me, to me death had come. How could I leave when Hussein hadn't yet won? Karbala ya Karbala ya Karbala Karbala ya Karbala ya Karbala Karbala ya Karbala ya Karbala Karbala ya Karbala ya Karbala. Mother, though in my grave you have my support, continue my mission for which I had fought. Mother, for forgiveness I ask you again, for I departed and alone stands Hussein. Karbala ya Karbala ya Karbala Karbala ya Karbala ya Karbala Karbala ya Karbala ya Karbala Karbala ya Karbala ya Karbala.
I yearn to go visit the land of the kings, dreaming to soar around if I had wings. I'm shamed by my absence, so I'll cling to your memories, your memories. I yearn to go visit the land of the kings, dreaming to soar around if I had wings. I'm shamed by my absence, so I'll cling to your memories, your memories. Karbala, I will fill your river with my river tears, Karbala. When I stand on your ground, I cry away my fears, Karbala. I pray that my service will always be sincere, Karbala. I will fill your river with my river of tears, Karbala. When I stand on your ground, I cry away my fears, Karbala. I pray that my service will always be sincere. I've longed to be near your shrine in this world, to be by your side where angels converge, searching the path beside you where I'll serve you in both worlds, you in both worlds. I've longed to be near your shrine in this world, to be by your side where angels converge, searching the path beside you where I'll serve you in both worlds, you in both worlds. I'm astray, call me to you, Master, as my heart bleeds in pain. I'm astray, cover my bristle with your precious holy shade. I'm astray, call me to you before my life withers away. I'm astray, call me to you, Master, as my heart bleeds in pain. I'm astray, cover my bristle with your precious holy shade. I'm astray, pull me to you before my life withers away. I cried for the invite of the hopeful. I'm knocking on the door of the humble. The cure to my needs, please don't forget me when you summon, when you summon. I cry for the invite of the hopeful. I'm knocking on the door of the humble. The cure to my needs, please don't forget me when you summon, when you summon. Ya Abbas, I wish you could have answered his call on that day. Ya Abbas, my heart breaks thinking of you, awaiting your fate. Ya Abbas, Ya Abbas, Ya Abbas, Ya Abbas. I wish you could have answered his call on that day. My heart breaks thinking of you, awaiting your fate. I swear by Zahra we shall not forget your pain. Ya Abbas, I wish you could have answered his call on that day. My heart breaks thinking of you, awaiting your fate. I swear by Zahra we shall not forget your pain, your pain, your pain.
ذو الجناب أقبل من Horse of my father, where has he gone? Horse of my father, where has he gone? You took him with you, now you're alone. Don't you know I'm his young daughter? Bring back my father, I don't need water. Zuljanah On his chest I sleep, no worry or fear. On his chest I sleep, no worry or fear. Now on hot sand lays my father dear. Oh father, how will I now sleep? Why do they slap me when for you I weep? Jannah Janawaya, you covered in blood. Janawaya, you covered in blood. Is this the blood of Fatima's son? Why can I hear Zainab's wails and cries? Why is the sky dark as my father died? Zuljanah أقبل من الميدان علي وويلاه وحسين. Zuljanah أقبل من الميدان علي وويلاه وحسين. أيوة ظليم وحسين، أيوة مظلوم وحسين، أيوة شهيد وحسين. If you cannot bring my father to me, if you cannot bring my father to me, take me to him so his face I can see. I want to tell him how they've hurt me, to show him the bruises on my slapped cheek. Zuljanah أقبل من الميدان علي وويلاه وحسين. Zuljanah أقبل من الميدان علي وويلاه وحسين. أيوة ظليم وحسين، أيوة مظلوم وحسين، أيوة شهيد وحسين.
Walking to Karbala, from Najaf to Karbala.
Walking to Karbala, from Najaf to Karbala. Walking to Karbala, from Najaf to Karbala. I'll give my life and soul just to get to Karbala.
Let's go, brother, to the land of Abba Abdullah. Go and pack your bags, let's reach the land of Karbala. We cannot be late, we must go and catch our flight. will be under the dome of Karbala's great night. This is Arbaeen. Let's go do the Arbaeen. This is Arbaeen. Let's go do the Arbaeen of our Imam Hussein. Let's perform the Arbaeen.
Walking to Karbala, from Najaf to Karbala. Walking to Karbala, from Najaf to Karbala. I'll give my life and soul just to get to Karbala.
Come and let us visit our first beloved Imam. Do ask him for our safety through the path of Islam. The start of our journey we walk past Wadi Salam. This is the biggest graveyard in the whole of mankind. Walk, walk, brother, walk. Don't get tired, you can walk. Walk, walk, brother, walk. Don't get tired, you can walk. The angels do record and God will give us reward.
Walking to Karbala, from Najaf to Karbala. Walking to Karbala, from Najaf to Karbala. I'll give my life and soul just to get to Karbala.
Look at all of these servants of Imam al-Hussein, giving water to the walkers of he who was slain. In the whole world this is the most generous event. People let us stay with them so that we can lament. Thank you, oh Allah, for this blessing, oh Allah. Thank you, oh Allah, for this blessing, oh Allah. For my heart to be near, so close to our Amir.
Walking to Karbala, from Najaf to Karbala. Walking to Karbala, from Najaf to Karbala. I'll give my life and soul just to get to Karbala.
Did you know every step we take gives us big blessings? 1,000 deeds we get and 1,000 removed sins. We have now reached the blessed land of our third leader. We ended in the land of heaven of our teacher. Labbaik Hussein, I am here for you Hussein. Labbaik Hussein, I am here for you Hussein. Every year inshallah I'll come walking to Hussein.
Walking to Karbala, from Najaf to Karbala. Walking to Karbala, from Najaf to Karbala. I'll give my life and soul just to get to Karbala.
يا نازلين بكربلاء هل عندكم خبر بقتلانا وما أعلامها؟ ما حال جثة ميت في أرضكم؟ بقي ثلاثا لا يزار مقامها. بالله هل رفعت جنازته؟ هل صلى صلاة الميتين إمامها؟ بالله هل وريتموها بالثرى لجسم عفرت أوصاله فتعفرت آلامها نفسي عليه تضم أوجع الأسى ملء الزمان حبيبها وغرامها والآن عاد على التراب مبضعا وعليه تحتدم الخطوب عظامها أبكي وهل أبكي لصدر رضه خيل العدا وجثت عليه ضرامها أبكي على الجسم العفير ولم يعود إلا لترتسم الشجون تمامها بأبي الذي لم تنفرج قسماته إلا وزينب في الرياح قوامها قالت أيا هذا الذي أنا أرتجي ولا أنت مجمع همتي ونظامها ولا أنت ناموس الإباء ونسمة علوية رفت لها أعلامها أفديك أنت على التراب موزع وعليك تختبط الخيول لعامها أنا أسمع تكسير الضلوع التي كسرت وأوجهنا يسيل حمامها وإذ انبرى سهم لقلبك صده قلبي فثلث مهجتي ظلامها قم للنساء وللصغار تصونها بإباك يحفظ يا حسين ذمامها يا نازلين بكربلاء هل عندكم خبر بقتلانا وما أعلامها
حسين 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 ماستر حسين 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 ماستر حسين حسين حسين. This world is so dark, serving you is light. Until my last breath for for you I will strive. Hussein is my pulse, he keeps me alive. The breath in my lungs, he helps me to thrive. Like yours, there's no day. For you, I will cry, calling out Hussein till the day that I die. Abul Fadl gave his rights and his land. Now you see him marching towards his death. Hear how he calls you with his last breath. Hope is leaving like the water, it's now seeping. Hope is leaving, hear the children all now grieving. Hope is leaving, hear the children all now grieving.